Welcome back, Pure Structure Traders, for another market analysis for the London session. Today is March 22nd, 2021 here in Hawaii, and is going to be March 23rd, 2021 in London. Today we'll be going over S&P 500 and also gold, give you guys some levels that we're going to be trading off of during the London session and potentially into the US session. Soon we will be covering also oil as well on these market analysis for you guys who do oil, so look out for that. But for tonight, we'll be looking out for those levels off of gold and S&P. So let's go ahead and hop into it. For S&P 500, we did have a very nice move to the upside from our gap down on Sunday and then our gradual pull back up. We did have nice support coming in right between 80, maybe around 86, 87, and then started to move our way back to the upside on S&P. You can see 1, 2, and 3 bounces, and then you can see a nice move up, especially during that US session, a very nice climb to our next levels of resistance. Now, for what we want to see for the London session and potentially into the US session for analysis is that price either hold these 39, 22, 20, 75s, or price getting back somewhere around these 39, 14, 50s as an area of support. So for this one here, we are looking to see if this price can hold right here and get this nice bounce off this level here. Maybe a nice double bottom and then retest the actual resistance up above, and then hopefully get to our next level of resistance somewhere around these 39.50s to 39.49 to 39, maybe as high as 39.58 as resistance. So next levels, we're going to kind of mark those for you guys so we can see next levels of resistance kind of sit right there. We have our key levels sitting right here at 39.43.75. We will want to try to see if the market can first break through that level and then get up to our next level of 51.50, then 39.58 as another level of resistance up above. So we'll mark those off red for you guys, but that's what we're looking at for the upside as far as having a support idea from there. Again, next area, if we can't support it, would be somewhere right here off these 39.14.50s. Now, if we can't get through this area of resistance of 22.75 and sit right back on top, then we may actually see the market try to pull down to our next levels of support at 39.01, then 39.88, 87 area, and then below that you can see 38.74, 50. Yeah, so that's going to be our areas again, 38.88, 25 as our next support, and 38.74, 50 underneath that level. But we will want to see the actual resistance come in first. I do like that downward move if price gets underneath these 1450s and then holds that resistance. Then that move is going to be a little bit more cleaner back into 3900 and then 3888 as the levels of support from there. So we'll look out for that on S&P. Let's take a look at a smaller chart here, give you guys some ideas of the smaller chart here. So looking at these smaller chart, you can see we're starting to round out right here off of our first level of support at 39.2275. Potential for it to continue to try to pull back from this area. So we do want to see this market maybe give a nice double bottom. It could actually come deeper down, bounce right off this area, and then start to hold that support and try that inverse head and shoulders right here for a move back to the upside. So we do want to see if that market can give us an opportunity. If you don't know what heads and shoulders looks like, or inverse head and shoulders, just continue to watch the actual market. It actually shows up quite a bit. V bottoms, double tops, double bottoms, triple tops, triple bottoms, inverse head and shoulders, V tops. All of that stuff usually shows up a lot on these charts, so you do want to pay attention to price action movement and the patterns that it pulls up. But again, these are our levels, 39.2275 for our first area of support to try to pull this price back into our resistance 33. Then about 40 right over here is going to be another level of key resistance we want to see. That's probably sitting right up here at about 40, 38, 39. And then obviously those 43s. And then above that, you're going to have those other levels right around 49, 50, 51, and then 58 as our next levels. So we'll look out for that for the London session on S&P 500. Let's take a look at gold here real quickly. Give you guys some ideas of gold. Gold is going to be having some levels of resistance right now, kind of sitting right up over here at about 1738.9. We're going to want to see the actual market get into that area there, hold that resistance here, maybe reject this price and then start to fall back down. First area of support we potentially could have after that rejection is 1734.1. If we get underneath that level, look for the actual pullback and a continuation into the support there, right at either 27.9 or 1725.2. That's going to be our two areas that we're going to look out for some support if we do catch that around there. If we get underneath 25.2, you may want to look for that price rejection here and then a pull down from there. But we'll see if that actually happens on gold. First, we got to let that price come back up to our level of resistance at 38.9. If it does, we may even break through that level and try to hit 42.7, but that's our next level of resistance up above there. After that, we are looking to see somewhere around the 1747.1s as a level of resistance, so we'll mark that off for you guys. There is some other levels that we have highlighted, but we're not going to really look at that until price gets into that area. So we'll see if we actually can get price all the way back up to our levels of resistance there. If not, first area of stall is 1738.9 as our first area. Let's take a look at a smaller chart here. You can see gold is pulling right now to a key level. If we look at this, we have a very minor level that could hold this area of resistance here, sitting right between these 36, 37s. Let's highlight that here for a second. 36.7 could potentially be a slight stall out for the market to try to pull back down, catch this support here, and maybe retest after that. So if you don't have a position on right now, you may want to patiently wait for that to happen. If it just keeps going, then let it go. No sense in trying to chase that. Let the market come into a major level of 1738.9, and then we'll look for that price rejection. If price gets above this area though and holds that support, potential move to continue into 42.7 is our next area of resistance from there. Again, we couldn't hold this resistance right under this level here, right at about these 1734.1s. So we do want to see this market try to climb to our next level of resistance, which is sitting minor area 36.7, major area 38.9. So we'll look out for that to happen, see what happens right at those areas of resistance. But that is it for S&P 500 and also gold. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys did, please go ahead and smash that like button. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, please go ahead and subscribe. If you guys are, thank you very much for watching, liking, and commenting on these videos. Again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them in here on YouTube and we will get back to you guys. Other than that, guys, you guys have a great night. You guys play well. Take care.